So if you live or work in the city of New Orleans, now you depend on the city's Safety and Permits Department to make sure that the buildings that you're in was built or renovated safely. Now, recent building collapses have really shown us just how important that is.
It really has, and now a new report from the city's Inspector General is raising some serious questions about whether those inspections are being done properly or even at all. WWL Chief Investigative Reporter David Hammer's been looking into these inspections for years. He brings us the latest and tells us why this report matters.
For years, we've been reporting on problems with New Orleans building inspections, how they played a part in deadly building collapses, electrocutions, and criminal cases involving bribery and self-dealing by corrupt inspectors on the take. So it's no surprise that the city's Inspector General found the Department of Safety and Permits is in disarray.
Safety and Permits wants to fix all of these issues, and we're going to help them fix them, but this time we're going to step up our observations and our recommendations and actually ensure that these get done in a timely and efficient manner, because if we don't, it's going to endanger lives, and we can't have that.
But this problem is even harder to fix because almost 7 of every 10 inspections done in the city are not by city inspectors. They're by private third-party inspectors hired by contractors. And in 2022, the Inspector General found many of those private inspectors were not doing a very good job.
Third-party inspectors did not submit inspection reports for about 44% of the inspections tested.
So what does that mean, not submitting inspection reports?
Well, so in this case, third-party inspectors didn't submit the required photographs associated with inspections.
Now, in the sample, did it say that 100% were not submitting the proper photographs?
So, yes, and that's quite disturbing for many reasons. Yeah. Of the 93 inspections that we tested, they failed to submit the required photographic evidence in 100%
all 93.
All 93.
Safety and Permits Director Tammy Jackson says that's why she's directing her city staff to inspect the inspectors.
We're trying to step it up in all aspects by making sure that they understand that we are serious. We are going to fail inspections. We are going to send them back, and licenses may be suspended or revoked.
In the past, has that been the process? Have they been rubber stamped, essentially?
I would say yes, because in 2020 when I came in, I said, you have to check this. This is not a ministerial duty. This is not office work, clerical work, where you copy and paste anything that is emailed to you. It could be a picture of a dog.
Or worse, our own investigation found this picture of a pressure test on a new gas line in Algiers. It's supposed to show the line maintained at least 3 pounds of pressure for at least 10 minutes, but this photo shows no pressure on the line, meaning it probably wasn't even turned on. That photo was sent in by a former city inspector Jackson fired in 2022 for, quote, blatantly deficient inspections, but kept right on doing them as a third-party inspector.
Well, actually, on Friday, Garrett Willis's third-party license was revoked. And that is an update we will give to the OIG, so you're hearing it here first.
Now, I called that inspector, Garrett Willis, today to give him a chance to respond. He hung up on me, but he did give an interview last year to our partners at NOLA.com and defended himself and his work at the city.
Oh, wow. David, you know, we've been doing these stories for years. I first reported on those third-party inspections, bad ones, a few years ago. It's really surprising to hear that it's still going on to this extent.
That's right, Katie, and we heard that actually last month in a secret audio recording where Tammy Jackson is telling her inspectors, you need to check behind these third-party inspections and make sure they're actually being done. They pushed back and said, well, we have a 6-month backlog and these inspections aren't going to get done if we have to check behind the third-party inspectors. Tammy Jackson told me in our interview that she's confident that they can catch up on that backlog and check behind the inspectors with a new regime she's put in place.
All right, well, there's much more to come on this. Thanks so much, David.